Hi again, everyone. It's New Comic Book Day. Actually, it's past New Comic Book Day because I've been busy with work and other stuff, so it's not Comic Book Day, it's not Wednesday, and I'm 2 weeks behind on my pickups, so, you know, this is me catching up. Alright, let's get to some comics. Yes, I have enough comics that I need 2 bags to fit them all in. Alright. But hey, that's life. Things happen. So let's get into the comic book business. Alright. Well, first up, as per last time, I picked up the next issue of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Call it nostalgia or whatever you need to call it. It's kind of, alright. I mean, they're all being, tricked by the bad guy like always and, whatnot. But art's pretty good. Story is, it's what you would expect, So, looking forward to seeing the next one. There's only 5 of them in total, so, can't hurt to give it a read. Wait for the trade paperback, you say. No. Can't do that. Alright, next we have an Infinity Gem herself. Sort of. Kind of. Alright. Ew. Got a little bit of a scratch here on my cover. I don't know what that's from. Yeah, well. I did get the variant edition of this Star because, well, the regular edition was kind of meh. Generic, I say. But yeah, I thumbed through it a little bit, at the shop. The the first one sitting on the edge that everybody else was thumbing through. And art's decent. Story could be fun. Thing that gets to sell me here is not only does she want to throw down with Jessica Jones, but my least favorite mutant in the world, the Scarlet Witch, shows up. So who knows what we'll see going forward. Alright, this is actually just a extra one that I picked up. They had it on the the dollar rack, so nabbed this, but can't hurt. I already have it. The 6-issue miniseries is coming to an end. Harley, Quinn, and Poison Ivy. Yeah, I'm a sucker for those two. And hey, Batwoman. Whoop whoop. Whoop whoop. That's terrible. But I'm liking this series so far. I love the, Harley Ivy dynamic. Plus, these are always, shorties, so you get to get a concise, well, maybe not concise, but you get to, experience a story. It's not some ongoing, well, these two have had several, but you know what I mean, mini-series, you can finish those. And we're back with the new Mutants. Looks like their former Shi'ar princess is fighting the new mutants. That's always nice. We're back in space. We don't get to find out what happens in the farmhouse this issue. I'm sure Boom Boom will screw that up. So yeah. Looks like it's fighting time. I like fighting time for the New Mutants. I'd say that Illyana / Magic is probably one of the prime reasons to read New Mutants. I mean, if you read it or X-Force back in the day, most of these guys, you got Danny, Wolfsbane. Wolfsbane's just sitting on a dude over here like, yeah, I got this. But yeah, I am enjoying it more than I thought I would. I'll admit it. I didn't think I would, but I really do. Alright, Savage Avengers. This one, you know, I don't think it's in the continuity of normal things, you know, that are going on. Because, you know, Conan's currently fighting a Serpent War, and, you know, Doctor Strange is a doctor again. Sort of. So, you know, I think this just sort of happens, and, you know, it's on its own. It does its thing. Which I like. Again, you know, I like stories. The maps. But I do enjoy this one. Oh, Venom Island, Part 2. I'm not gonna lie, I love this cover art. Because, you know, you got the Venom logo, like, in the waves and stuff. That's pretty awesome. You know? Somebody's got a little Carnage left over there. Dylan, of course it's Dylan. Dylan has a Carnage left over. Oh, we're killing it with fire all over again. I wonder how this ends, because, you know, the Venom symbiote is at its most powerful now, sort of, since it, you know, absorbed the Grendel / Carnage / all the other codexes that were, you know, available to Eddie and Venom. Or they are each other. You know how it goes. Index Force. Do you know how long it's been since I have seen Forge on a cover of anything? It has been a while. All those little weapons laid out. Maybe blur that image where people are cut in half there. A lot of people cut in half here and there and there. X-Force is continuing its X-Forciness of being absolutely positively not for chillin'. So yeah. Love it. Can't wait for more of it. I'm wondering if, like, the 6th issues, since Marvel tends to do things in 6s, I'm wondering if the 6th issue is going to be, like, you know, a semi-sort of culmination of whatever stories are going on. In, you know, the Mutant sphere. Alright. So, first up, got Dying is Easy 1 and 2 to give this the good old twirl. Joe Hill, Stephen King's kid, is the writer for this. He more or less has his own, well, these are IDW, but he has his own, we'll do these first. He has his own sort of imprint under DC Black Label. This is supposedly Basketful of Heads. Basketful of Heads is supposedly like the flagship of, you know, his set, his books, I guess. So this is supposed to be his. Looks like something out of the 80s. I'm sure that's very intentional. It's easier to, you know, set horror in, you know, pre-internet worlds, so. But yeah, figured give old Joe a shot. Yeah, why not? And also the Dying is Easy that he's also doing with IDW. He has his eggs in mini baskets. Get it back? Okay. But this one has much better art, in my opinion. You know, it feels kind of cyberpunky, you know, with all the purpley pink neon everything. But, you know, I'm looking forward to this. This one honestly piqued my interest a little more than this one. But, you know, don't judge a comic by its art. You should not do that, so I'm going to try not to do that. And issue 2. We'll skip it. Here's the actual Strikeforce, comic I aim to pick up. Number 5. This one sort of ends the run that it's been on. This is supposed to be the end of this cycle story, kind of. I guess, because, she's going to get her own comic book for a while. So, maybe that'll go good. I don't like her outfit. I like this one better than the one she used to have, but I don't know. I still don't like it that much. But I like her as a character. This has been interesting so far. It's like they grab just a bunch of the B-level peeps and, they're like, hey, go stop some villain, save the world, do good stuff, Plus, we got Blade. He's always kind of interesting, reading this one. We have the next episode of 20XX. Well, there's blood on the cover. Bad things are happening. Oh yeah, that's right. This is looking like it's going to be pretty violent. The first one was kind of, nothing happened, but expositioning all over. Expositioning all over, itself for the first issue until like the very end. And, as you can see, people start exploding and stuff. So, can't argue with a little violence. I guess mostly because, this is the part where, they're misunderstood, they live outside of everybody else, and I don't know. Oh yes, more Dark Crystal. A party in a tavern. If you don't have a party in a tavern in your fantasy adventure, are you even doing it right? I say no. Many D&D campaigns have started off in a tavern. One thing I do appreciate about, little sets like these, especially both this one and the previous Dark Crystal comic books, the art's consistent throughout, styles, lettering, story's pretty consistent, sometimes when you read a Marvel or a DC, they'll they do change, artists, halfway through, writers halfway through. The first 20 issues will be fantastic, and then after that, the writer was, popular enough to go on to, like, some other big project, and, then it's like, ugh, what are we doing? So, I appreciate smaller stories. This, oh, this is thick. You're a thick one. You're a thick boy. I am enjoying this so far. I don't think it's as good as the Baldur's Gate series that's been going on for a while, but it's still pretty good. Plus, it's D&D, and I'm a sucker for, Dragonborns and everything else. What on earth is this fish? Oh, it's a transport of some kind? Of course it is. But yeah, I enjoy this. This comes out sporadically though, like, this is, like, oh, I'm gonna put out an issue just, whenever. I think it was a long time before issue 3 of this came out. Like, I'd almost forgotten that I had it on my pull list because, like, the 3rd issue showed up and I was like, oh God, what is this? Where'd this come from? Alright, finally, Terry Moore, 5 years. The Terry Morniverse. Terry Unimorniverse. Anyway. So, our lovely Kachu is going to save the world. From the moon and, bombs. Because, why not? Of course she is. This is not going where I thought it was going. I'm not even going to lie and tell you I had some, decent idea of where, this comic was going. I'm not even going to try and lie to you and tell you, oh yeah, I totes knew where this was going. I didn't. I don't. I'm not going to pretend. like I did. But alright, let's get these bagged and boarded. Enjoy some calm music, and yeah, thanks for watching, guys.